1 inch thick, 1/4 inch thick, 14 gauge, all of it with this. Super easy to use. What more is there to say? Hi, I'm Richard Beck with Beck Tools, and today we're going to review another welder. So this is the bestarc 200 9th gen. This is a stick welder, and you can run this on 110 or 120 volts. Now, the nice thing about this, I think this is perfect for if I want to hook up a bunch of extension cords and go out, you know, far away from the building, and I don't want to, you know, try to roll a big, huge apparatus with a big tank. So they've got it shrink wrapped, so the box isn't going to come apart, and this box is inside a box. Perfect, nice, tight packaging. It's not going to move around, which means it's probably going to arrive safe. Accessories box. Oh, look at this little thing. All right. I've got 3 welders, and I still am excited about this because if I have to take the generator out in the woods and weld something together like a deer stand, I'll tell you, this is the only welder that's going to do that. I'm not taking any of these other welders out in the woods. Or I have a culvert way out by the road, 300 feet from this shop. None of these other welders are going to get drug out there with a, I mean, the longest 220 extension cord I have is 25 feet. So normally I don't test out the 110 volt capabilities, just because usually the welders are larger, and I'm like, well, if you bought one that big, you're probably not going to run it on 110. This is a different story. I am going to test this on 110, which I'm sure there's probably an adapter in there. But look at this little guy. This is so cool. I don't know what this weighs, but I would say it's a couple pounds, if that. I mean, this is very, very lightweight. You know, it's a pinky hold. So you've got the on-off button in the back. You've got a digital display here. Now, when you pull these off, hang on to the handle because it's underneath. Sometimes it pops the knob off, which is no big deal. You can just hop back on. Let's check out the accessories. Try not to cut through too far because that's probably bad. All right. We have a stinger and a ground, an adapter, silica, owner's manual, and a nice strap. I'm not going to put the strap on. I'll put that on later. I don't want to waste a lot of video time doing that, but strap goes through right here. There's 2 little slits. I want to try this out. That's what I want to do. Let's get her hooked up. Shouldn't be hard. We've got our adapter. So right there. Switching over to 120 volts. So I'm going to try to weld some thin stuff, and then I don't know if this is going to work. I've got some 1 inch thick steel. We're going to try to weld that too. Right here you have some preset settings. So depending on the thickness, you have 1.6 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 2.5 millimeter, 3.2 millimeter. If you do the math, you can convert that over to English. Basically, I'm going to weld some 14 gauge, which is like around 70 thou. So we're going to go with the 2 millimeter. It's pretty close. 2 millimeters is 80 thousandths-ish. So we're going to do that. Also, you've got some other options here. You've got an arc force button, and you have a hot start setting, right? So you can set this 0 to 100 on the hot start. Arc force, 0 to 100. I'm not 100% sure what arc force is. Maybe one of you sick gurus can let us know in the comments. What's arc force? Mode just switches from lift TIG to stick. They do sell a TIG torch if you want to do TIG welding with this. There's not a pedal, so it would just be, you know, you lift it and you go at whatever amperage you have. No big deal. At 110 volts, you have 20 to 140 amps. And then when you switch to 220, you have the full range all the way up to 200 amps. So, like I said, we're gonna do some 14 gauge first, then I'm gonna do some 1/4 inch, then I'm gonna weld some 1 inch thick steel plates together. So stick around for that. Also, something else I wanna mention. This stinger or rod holder, if you wanna upgrade this, it's super easy. You just unhook this and you can hook a different one on. There's a ton of these available on Amazon, Tractor Supply, any of your, you know, farm stores. You can buy a ton of different electrodes. So, you know, this is something that's super easy. Also, the length of the cord, if you want a longer cord, any of those places that I just mentioned, you can buy this stuff by the foot. That's the great thing about stick welders, is they're pretty versatile like that. Okay, now we're gonna go to some 1/4 inch thick. Still have this 6013 rod. So you can see that it's quite easy to run a really nice, long, consistent bead. The 6013s start really well. I am by no means a stick welding expert, and I can pull this off. That slag chips off. Super nice. And there's the weld. Sorry guys, a GoPro just does not do well at close-up shots. But yeah. So, time for the big stuff. We're gonna switch this thing over to 220 volts, and we're gonna weld 2 pieces of 1 inch plate together. Okay guys, here we go. 1 inch thick steel, 200 amps, 1/8 inch electrode, 6013. Probably could use a bigger stick than this, but this is all I have right now, so that's what we're gonna use. I'm gonna see if I can't stick these two together. Look at that, no problem whatsoever. That was digging. That was really digging in. So I can go back through and I can make a second pass. Let me clean this off a little bit. I'll hit one more pass on that. All right. Let's take a peek. Super hot. Can't hold this for long. You can see the heat starting to burn me. 1 inch thick. Let's flip it over and pour a weld right down in here. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. 200 amps is just digging in way too much. I know that sounds crazy, but it is like super digging. I'm not trying to cut it, I'm trying to weld it. Burning my glove, guys. Running out of time. There you go. There's the weld, 1 inch thick. So yeah, 1 inch thick, 1/4 inch thick, 14 gauge. All of it with this. Super easy to use. What more is there to say? That's my opinion of the bestarc 200 stick welder. I think this is a really big bang for your buck. Is it the end all be all best stick welder, highest performance, highest quality on the market? No, it's not. If you're looking for that, this isn't for you. If you want to toss this in your truck and go to the Texas oil fields and strike it rich, probably not the welder for you. If you're like me and you've got projects around the house, you've got lots of other welders that are big, bulky, and can't, you know, get toted to some far off spot of your property, then that's what this is for, guys. This really shines. 200 amps, or anywhere extension cords can reach on 140 amps. So that's the big draw for this. Low entry cost, extremely portable, and very capable. I would say those are the 3 areas this welder shines. So if you like this content, give me a thumbs up. It really helps the YouTube algorithms. Also, if you want to see more content like this, make sure you like, subscribe, share this video. That really helps out. Also, this is an affiliate sponsored product. This was given to me for free, but I don't have to like say anything specific. I'm able to just give my opinion. It is what it is, right? So the advantage of this arrangement is you don't have to waste your money to see what you're gonna get, right? I get it. I show you exactly what you're gonna get. I show you exactly what it can do, and I try to find and explain who it best is suited for. So that's the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is to help you guys discern whether or not this is something that you wanna buy. So if you like it, buy it. If you don't, don't. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. You're the #1 MVPs of this channel. Without you, there wouldn't be a channel. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate you.